Hey, what's up guys and girls of YouTube, it's your boy Ravenclaw here, and today we are talking about add-ons. Add-ons and everything like that. So, the reason why I'm doing this is because I've been getting asked a lot about add-ons, like what add-ons do you use, like everything to do with add-ons. So it's got me thinking about how about doing a series on setting up different types of add-ons, like user interfaces, different things that you guys might never have seen, or a new way to just sort of change the look of your user interface. So for those of you that aren't fully aware what a user interface is, it's simply this. So yeah. Okay. Firstly, today we are talking about the top 5 add-ons for arenas. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So guys, coming at number 5 is just a simple add-on called Quartz. Quartz is a very handy add-on. Let's just go into it. So what Quartz allows us to do is track basically cast bars. This is awesome for example, let's just get out of this. And if I was to simply cast anything, it's just another way of making a nice handy cast bar for you to sort of give it a better visual reference. Now, what would this be useful for? Let's just say you've got a focus target in Arena. Let's just set me a focus, and then I go ahead and use it. For those people that like having a nice visual reference for when a healer is casting and don't like the standard Blizzard one, you can get yourself Quartz, make it as big or as small as you want. So for example, if we went to Quartz, you can get into it by typing / Quartz, or going through the interface menu down here. Now, when you come in here, you can set things, you can do pretty much anything you would hope to do. So if we go toggle bar lock, so these are the ones down here. Let's just go to player, for example. I can change the width. You can make it as big and as small as you want. You can change the font. X position is your left to right, and Y position is up and down. Let's just get it back there. Alpha is its opaque, you know, how visible you want it to be. Scale is obviously as it is, you know. It bases on an anchor point, so the anchor point, as you can see, is all the way down to the bottom left. Now the hide in the icon is as you can, I don't know if you can really see it, but it's the World of Warcraft logo for me. Change the font, and you get the idea. And you can do this for your target, your focus, your pet, anything, latency. You get the idea. And what it also does, it does a global cooldown timer. So if I just go lock and I chuck out a trap over there, see that little bar that goes across? That shows you gives you more of a visual reference on the global cooldown. But yeah, just thought I'd chuck that one in there for you guys that may get a bit out of that. So let's move on. Okay guys, so coming in at number 4 is, this is a sort of like a combo. Now it's Omni CC and Omnibar. Right, we'll start with Omnibar. Omnibar basically shows you your enemies' cooldowns, and what this one is handy for in arenas is noting when your enemies' kicks are available. For example, like a mage's counter spell, a shaman's wind shear. These ones, especially for healers. If you're a healer, this is a very handy add-on to have, just in case you're in a sort of a tight situation. You want to cast a heal, but you've just realized, oh crap, they've got a kick available. I better try and juke the kick before I start casting any valuable heals. I use it a lot on my druid, and it's come in very, very handy. Now, there's quite a lot of bits and pieces that you can use. You can change the size if you like them quite. Oh, that's huge. Change the column, so how many columns you'd like. So if I go like this, you can see them all in one row, or you can bunch them all up into yeah, you get the idea. Positions, visibility, once again, you can have, like, when are they shown? Do you want them in arena, world, or whatnot? Actually, I wanted to change that. I just wanted arena. It keeps popping up when I'm doing quests. There's nothing real. Padding is basically, as you can see, like when we space, it's just basically the spaces between. So it's very customizable. You can do it to what you guys feel like you need. But other than that, there's nothing much more to it. Now, you can create a new bar. So if you click that, it'll basically launch another one. And so you can see just behind the text here. So you can have different types. You can have one for kicks, one for other bits and pieces. So if we go here, oh, so this is the second bar. But yeah, I thought I would show you guys this one because this one's been very handy for me in arenas. I was like, what? Alright, so if you come over to spells, as you can see here, they go by class, and you can go ahead and put whatever you want in there. So one will be for kicks, the other one will be like, when are there valuable cooldowns coming off, are going to be ready. But the reason why I'm not showing you this per se, like for example, when is their burst going to be ready, because I've got another one that's even more handy than this one. So what we'll do is we'll quickly jump into Omni CC. Omni CC is simply just a big massive text display. So for example, if I chuck my freezing trap away, as you can see down here, big yellow writing. Easy. It is what it is. It's simply just a way to show you when your things are coming off cooldown. Is more of a larger text visual reference. Nothing more to it other than that. You can change the the text, so font style. You can change the font style. You can do pretty much whatever you want. You can change the size of the font. Do whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it. These two I thought were pretty handy. This one especially, Omnibar. But yeah, so what we're going to do now is we'll move on. Alright guys, coming in at number 3, Gladiatorlossa. This one is a very simple add-on that allows you to hear when certain abilities have been used. For example, like a trinket or a burst or anything like that is coming. A lady will simply come up and tell you exactly that. This is very, very useful for those that don't like to, wait and look for anything on a screen that's popped or whatever, but rather have someone telling them when it's happened. Now, you can pretty much do anything you want. You can come in here and for each particular class, you can come and select what you'd like to hear. Now, a few of these are outdated on mine. Now, I probably would need to upgrade this to a more recent update. I don't think I've done that. But yeah, I thought I'd chuck this one in for you guys that, like I said, don't like having to watch what's happening on the screen or down in the chat. Now, one of the ones that I will let you know is it does let you know when someone's stopped for a drink to get more mana back. That's very handy to know when, say, a healer's popped away. You haven't actually seen the healer pop away, but as soon as she says like, healer drinking or something like that, you can just go, hey, let's stop that. Yeah, anyway, there's not much else to this. You guys can jump in and test it out for yourselves. But other than that, yeah, let's move on. So, the one that I get asked about all the time, nameplate cooldowns. Nameplate cooldowns is awesome. Okay, so what I might do is I might cut to a clip here of what nameplate cooldowns actually is, so you get a better idea. Okay, so nameplate cooldowns is pretty much what it says. It puts cooldowns above the nameplate of your enemy to give you a literal representation of what they've used when they're about to use it. This is absolutely awesome for targeting key spells. For example, like a warrior's recklessness or avatar. You know that when they've popped it, you can sort of try and negate all the damage that's coming through, but then you know when or how long until they can use it again. So you can do it for pretty much any spec, from warrior all the way through to demon hunter. And you've got some miscellaneous ones that will show you like racial, like arcane torrent or berserking and blood fury, all that stuff. But you can go in and choose whether you want one that's enabled or not enabled by simply selecting the class that you want and removing some of the ones like intercept or intervene if you don't really care about that, charge, or for a monk, Zen meditation. But yeah, you get the idea. Very easy to use, user friendly, and a very, very handy add-on. So other than that, let's go to the number one add-on you must have for an arena. All right. So this one is Gladius EX something. Let's go back into it and have a look. Okay, so it's not here. So the add-on is actually called Gladius Revision. Now, I used to have Gladius EX, but when Legion popped or 7.1 came about, it just bugged out, didn't work anymore. So I went and got this one. It's exactly the same thing. It did what it used to do, but it's now known as Gladius Rev whatever. I will link all the add-ons and where to get them from, so don't worry about that down below. But what does this do? This is just another representation of your enemy's unit frames and key cooldowns and stuff, usually like trinkets. You can have when their particular dispels have been used and all that stuff. So if we go into the /Gladius, it'll bring up the control bar. You can do pretty much anything here. You can have cast bars enabled, right? So you can take them off or put them back on. So you can see just under here is cast bars. Class icons, you can do pretty much whatever you want. I have them simply set up so that I have the certain dispels when they're used and trinkets, and when the DRs to the left here. So for those of you that don't know what a DR is, simply where if you stun someone, it goes on what's known as a diminishing return, so that you can't keep stunning them for 5 seconds each single time. And that's great having it here, because then you can say, all right, we're going to line up a CC, but the Cyclone DR is still on the target. Let's wait for it to fall, and then you can start your CC chain. On the right-hand side here, you've got the trinkets. When the trinket's been used, you can tee this one up with Gladiatorlossa, or whatever it is. And they'll say, you know, trinket used, and you have a visual representation and a verbal one. But yeah, like you can set all the different ones, health bars. You can have them as big as you want or as small as you want. Power bars are literally the like a hunter's focus and a mage's mana bar. Set target, so you have who are they looking at. Trinkets, like you can see, I have the trinket section there. But yeah, there's a lot of different things that this one can do, and they're all pretty much straightforward. Now in here, the announcements are shown in the chat bar down here. When you start a match, it'll say, hey, you're going up against a mage and a warrior or whatever. Drinking is as you would think it would be, so as soon as a priest or someone starts to try and get mana back, it'll show in the chat. But other than that, like resurrection, when someone's about to res someone, it'll all be displayed down here. You can change to party, raid, whichever one you want. But yeah, these ones have been very handy. Now, you don't have to use any of these. I just thought I would answer some questions all in one that I get. So to get rid of it, you just go Gladius test, and it puts it away. Now, you can do particular ones like Gladius test 2, and it will just test for the 2v2 arenas. You can do 3s, and yeah, that's a very, very handy one to have. I don't think I've got it really that big. Seems, oh, I'm zoomed in, that's why. But yeah, I thought I would start doing some add-on work for those people that have asked me a lot. Hopefully this is going to help a few of you out with the add-on choices for your arena matches. I will be doing battleground ones, PvE ones, all of that goodness, so don't worry about it too much. I will cover everything when I can. So let's just go Gladius test, and we'll get rid of it. But yeah, those are the 5 add-ons that I pretty much use in arenas. Sometimes I might use 1 or 2 different ones, but pretty much in all the PvP videos that you'll see, those are pretty much all I use. If you have any questions on how to set something up, or if you want a certain way to set something up, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. Let me know if there's a certain add-on that you've been looking at and don't know how to use or anything like that. Let me know, because we will cover everything there is to know about add-ons and UIs and all that stuff in episodes to come. If you are new to the channel, make sure you have a look around the channel for anything that may tickle your fancy, and if you like it, hit that sub button. And as always, you amazing people, you keep on sniping, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys.